again, everybody. It's Dirk, and we are in the lovely rest area.
Now go straight ahead.
The O'Hare Oasis. That used to be an oasis, but they tore the oasis part down, the building that went over the highway, to expand the width of the highway. So, just easing my way back out of here. As you can see in the passenger side mirror, I did not want to take his front end off. But yeah, just stopped for a moment here and needed to get the camera situated. And as always, I never do that while I'm driving. So now that they are functional again, we are back on the road. So it is Monday, and starting off my week again after a couple of days off, and started by picking the truck up in Joliet, Illinois, and then running over to Munster, Indiana, to pick up a loaded trailer and drop my empty, so drop and hook. And we are on our way to the great state of Minnesota. Yes, we're heading up north again to Minnesota. I love it up there. Wisconsin, Minnesota, just beautiful up there. So hopefully it won't be super cold anymore, because it's kind of gotten a little bit more bearable here in the Chicago metro. It's 47 degrees. Nowhere close to as nice as it was the other day when I was in Tennessee, and it was 81 and sunny at the peak of the afternoon. That was nice. But yeah, that that's over as soon as you get farther north again. And I'm just watching O'Hare Airport off to my left. Always a sight to see, all of those monster planes. I spent many months and years working on that airport. I know every single nook and cranny of that place. So I was, for those who don't know, I spent decades in the air cargo industry. And much of that was in an operational capacity with a couple of different airlines at O'Hare Airport. So there you go. Cargo is in my blood. And
on the right to I-190
so now let me see here. We got to watch out for our exits, because we are going from I-294 north to I-90 west. So just navigating the roads here. Anyway, that's the start of our week, and to Minnesota we go, and I will check in with y'all later.
I-90 toll west.
And we're still cruising along on Interstate 90, just passed by the excitement capital of the universe, Rockford, Illinois, Loves Park. Yeah, I was up this way all the time when I was with Schneider doing the Walmart runs. I-39 combined with I-90, this whole corridor in here, boy, I was all over this pretty much every day. Anyway, we're just approaching the town of South Beloit, and just because my brain works in strange ways, almost every single time I see a sign like the one right up ahead here that says South Beloit, somehow my brain always clicks to born and raised in South Beloit. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, don't stop believing. We are about to enter the state of Wisconsin. A lovely state it is. I love the rolling hills of Wisconsin. Actually, quite a bit of different landscapes in the state as you travel along through all of its different areas. Some of it's flatter, some of it's more rolling hills. It can get really pretty in some areas. I always love Wisconsin. And it's always very nicely kept, like the roads and all of that stuff, as compared to Illinois, which pretty much everything falls apart in Illinois. But what are you going to do? Anyway, we're about to cross over into Wisconsin. It's got to be somewhere up here, somewhere close. I don't know. We already had the sign that said, "Thank you for using the Illinois toll system, like you have a choice. Thank you for your money, suckers. See you later." And yeah, anyway, it's coming up here somewhere. It's right after South Beloit. Here we go. Now we're in Wisconsin. And look, they have a welcome center that allows semi-trucks. You hear that, Illinois? There's the beautiful old wooden sign, "Wisconsin, welcome to you." So welcome to Wisconsin, everybody. Well, we're now on Interstate 94 West. We just crossed over from the I-90 onto I-94, I don't know, about 20 minutes, half hour ago, something like that. And we're starting to get into the really beautiful sections of Wisconsin, where it really starts kind of getting hilly as you get closer and closer to the Mississippi River to cross over into Minneapolis or into Minnesota. The country around here gets absolutely beautiful. A lot of rocky, kind of hilly stuff. Really beautiful. Unfortunately, it's such an overcast day. You really don't you don't see it in all of its glory, but anyway, we're going to have a pretty easy day today because the first delivery on this load is not until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So there's really nothing else I can do other than to shut down a little bit early and I don't know, within about a half hour to an hour of my first receiver. And you know, we'll still be in Wisconsin. I'm going to stop at a Pilot Flying J that's in Roberts, Wisconsin. So that's, I don't know, somewhere between half hour and an hour outside of St. Paul. So anyway, that's where we're at now. Kind of an uneventful day, but hey, you know, uneventful is always good in trucking. You don't want eventful. So anyway, that's where we're at. Okay, well, happy Tuesday. Good morning to everybody. It is, oh gosh, I don't know, a little bit before 8. Actually, it is 8 in the morning on Tuesday, and I have been parked on this tiny little side street since about 7:30 for my 8 o'clock appointment. And this kind of gives you a little bit of a view of where we truck drivers have to deliver sometimes. So this is a delivery of appliances that are going to a new construction project that is on my left, out of camera range, unfortunately, but some beautiful condos. And right ahead of me, those white little street lamps there down at the end of the street, hopefully you can see that. Right there is the Mississippi River. So we are in St. Paul, Minnesota. We are on a tiny little one-way side street that dead ends on the Mississippi River. And I'm pulled in here with a full sleeper cab semi 53-foot trailer and waiting for the crew of guys to come and hand remove all of these appliances off the tail end of the truck from the street. So there's no dock, typical of a construction site. So always a fun time, just waiting for the crew to show up and talk to the head guy of that company. And he was a real nice guy and said they are en route. They will be here shortly and they will have me offloaded quickly. So hopefully that is the case. And then, of course, I was like, I have no idea how the hell I'm going to get out of here because you can't exactly go up into that tiny little street and pull a U-turn. And he started laughing. So he said, "Don't worry, we had plenty of semi-trucks in here during construction. We'll guide you out." So all good. I get to practice my backing skills. But for all of the new drivers coming in, this is the kind of stuff you do. You know, you get used to it. And I mean, if I was a brand new driver just coming into a solo truck, I would be pretty terrified right about now of how the hell to get this behemoth back out of here. You should have seen me taking. Again, I had camera issues, so I couldn't video the trip in here. But you know, downtown little streets in St. Paul.
Be in the left lane.
1,000 feet, keep left towards 6th Street. Now keep left.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on Robert Street North.
After half a mile, turn left. After 1,000 feet, turn left onto Robert Street North.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Now turn left. After half a
In
mile,
1/2
turn
mile,
right.
turn right on Fillmore Avenue East. In 1/4 mile, turn right on Fillmore Avenue East, then take the first right.
After 1,000 feet, turn right onto Fillmore Avenue East and then turn left.
Turn right at the traffic light, then take the first right.
Now turn right and then turn right onto Livingston Avenue.
turn right on Livingston Avenue.
Now turn right and then you will reach your stopover.
Arriving at 55 Livingston Avenue, on the left.
You have reached your stopover. The stopover is on your left. Now turn left and then immediately make a U-turn.
Yeah, I had to take up literally the entire intersection every time I had to turn and wait for people to let me in. And of course, we're in Minnesota, so everybody's super nice, and everybody saw what was going on, that Mr. Big Semi-Truck has to make a turn. So they waited and they let me through, and that was very nice of them. Always appreciate polite people. So anyway, we're sitting here waiting to get offloaded, and more later. Oh, time to back out of here. This should be loads of fun. And I got my buddy here who's gonna watch traffic for me and guide me out, because I'm gonna have to back this sucker out of here. So let's see. First I gotta get my ass end straight. That's important. Always have your ass end straight. And here we go, folks. I see a car back there. Hopefully he's got some common sense and will stay the fuck out of my way. And let's see here. Okay. Back we go. Yeah. And of course it's twisting around. Watch my front end. I don't want to give somebody some new body work that they weren't expecting. Gotta watch all your mirrors. Situational awareness. And I'm watching for every little thing, including idiots walking in front of the trailer that's backing up. It does happen. People are oblivious. They're texting or what have you, listening to tunes, and they'll just step right out in front of you. Because they see the back end of something, and their brain, I guess, just assumes it's going forward and not coming right at them. I've had it happen. Not that I ran over them, but had I not stopped, I would have squished them like a bug. All right, so looks like we're clear. I don't want to go too fast.
Turn right at the stop sign, then take the third left.
Always want to take your time. Don't let nobody rush you. And here we go. We are clear according to my friend. I hope so. Otherwise somebody's going to have a rough morning. Oh, I don't like the way that back end of that car is sticking out. Sweet. All right. So now I got to set myself up to make a right turn here on this street. And thank you very much for the help, my friend. This is fun. They don't teach you this in CDL school, do they? No, sir. All right. Hazards off. We are back on a navigable, however the hell you say that, road. Navigatable road. It's early.
Turn
Give
right
me a
at
break.
the traffic light, then
So
turn right.
our next drop is very close by. So I thought, what the hell? Let's keep the cameras rolling. as we make a scenic tour of lovely St. Paul, Minnesota. Gonna have to do a real wide swing turn here. And hopefully Mr. Pickup Truck sees what I am doing. Yes, he does. Thank you very much, sir. And all right. See how wide you gotta go with a semi? It's fun. Well, I went a little wider than I needed to, but better safe than sorry, and that guy was already moving over for me. So anytime a car moves that far over for you, you know what, take all the room you got. I had nobody behind me, so I don't have to worry about anybody scooting into my trailer.
Turn right at the traffic light.
So I'll just take a nice wide sweep when I can. Why not? Alright, so now I gotta take a right here. Let's see what this situation looks at. What am I turning into? Will I have to button hook this? Yes, I will. See, these are all the things that have to go through your brain when you are driving a truck. So I'm gonna stop right about here because I'm gonna need that lane to the left of me to make this right turn. Because as you see up there, that curb, that lane that I'm turning into, that curb is way too close. And if I tried to hug the curb and get around that, there's no way in hell that I would. So this guy behind me sees what I'm doing. Again, these people in Minnesota, I love them dearly because they are very courteous, and I love that. And look where those tires are, just past that curb. Woohoo! See, that's the other thing you get very used to when you're driving a semi. Anytime you make a turn, yeah, you're looking ahead, but your looking ahead becomes your peripheral. You're looking at your trailers. You're looking at your trailer tandems and seeing where you are clearing. And you are adjusting your steering according to what you're seeing with your tandems. So, yeah, you've got your eyes on everything, and yeah, I'm still seeing what's in the front of my truck, but it's more of a blurred peripheral. Because I am really watching those mirrors to see where my tandems are. That's the name of the game. That's where you roll over shit. And I don't want to roll over anything. And that's where new drivers often make a big mistake. They're so concerned with what's going on with the front that they forget that, hey, you're not driving the tractor. I mean, technically, yes, you are. You're operating the tractor. But you're driving a trailer. You're not driving a tractor. You're driving a trailer. And you always have to be aware of where those tandems are, because they will get you in trouble real quick. Okay,
in
so
300
all...
feet, arrive at 75 Plato Boulevard West on the right.
So this is it, and I think I passed it. No, I didn't. We'll go where Mr. ABS is going. ABF is going. I think. Oh no, I passed it. Shoot. Well, let's put our hazards on here so people can get around. And I'm going to have to pull a U-turn, I think. So since I couldn't figure out for the life of me where the heck to go to make this delivery, because we are in a an area that's, you know, older and tight, and you know, I've never been here before, so I have no idea what their operation is like here. And so what I did in this situation was I ended up driving past where I needed to go. However, not really, because had I gone in that way, it would have been a real pain in the ass way of going about it. So I have been, what I did is I did what I always do, and I'm going to try not to take their grass out too badly here, but I'm going to have to a little bit, is that anytime you're in a situation like that, I find a open parking area, which just happened to be where I'm pulling out of now, which is their, you know, their corporate headquarter area, their, you know, employee parking area, but it's the only parking lot per se that I could find where I could safely park the truck and then go off on foot and find out where the hell I'm supposed to go. So I walked past that whole building and finally got to an area that looked like a dock, and sure enough, that's the area I need to go to. However, to get there, you have to know how to do this whole around the block, through an alley, blah, blah, blah kind of thing, which, of course, being utterly unfamiliar, never having been here before, there's no way in hell you could know that. And, of course, you know, the brokers that deal with these loads never provide any of that information, and if they do, it never gets to the driver. So the only thing you can do is just, you know, park the truck and go hunt. So that's what I did, and now I know the way to get in there. I'm apparently next, which is always a good thing, but this dock is crazy. It's one of those docks that's like tucked in a building, in an alley, super tight. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one to pull into. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I like stuff like that because it's kind of like a test of skills. And I do like that. So anyway, I need to find my way into this alley, which I'm assuming is right before this building. Now I'm going to see where we're at on my Google. I've got Google Maps open right now so I can follow my little blue dot, and it will let me know where I'm at relative to where I need to go, which I know visually now. Yes, okay, I'm in the right spot. So we're gonna have to make a super tight turn here. Pardon me, everybody who's, thank God, not around. So I can make this nice big sweep and get this big ass trailer in this tiny ass driveway. And ooh, swing that fucker wide. And we are in. Hey, I didn't even have to do any landscaping. Alright. So we are in. And now I just have to come up on this way. And I'm going to take a peek down this road. Let's see, can I see that guy? Yes. Okay, I'm going to stop right about here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the building up there on the left, it's that lighter stone building, you know, before that road that you see up there ahead. There's a van parked nose first against that building, and then right behind that van you can see the top of a semi-truck, a blue semi-truck tractor. You can see the top of his cab. That's the dock, and he's currently on that dock right now, and we are next. So whenever he pulls out, I'll pull on. So in the meantime, I'm just going to sit here and wait.